Welcome to the Iconics Genesis 64 video guide. This video discusses how to create custom views in the three-dimensional space of GraphWorX64 and how to automatically move between these views.
Camera Patrol is a GraphWorX feature that allows you to automatically rotate your 3D world when there is no user interaction with the 3D view control. This can be especially useful if you want to create an application, a graphical page for your project that shows the current status for some of your assets and you don't require user interaction with this graphical page. So suppose that you need to create a monitoring application for the Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, which is quite close to our headquarters. We have imported the 3D model for the stadium and we have added it into the 3D view control. So what we need to do is to define the views that we would like the Camera Patrol to switch to. So let's start with the first view, which is this one. We can interact with the home ribbon bar. There is this button with a camera in it, and we can add the current view to the system. So we will call it home view because this is our first view. Then we can add other views, for example by rotating the stadium. And we call this alternate view, and maybe we can create another one which we call field view. You can create as many as you want, and to set up the Camera Patrol options, you still open this dialog and click on Camera Patrol option. By default, Camera Patrol is disabled, so we will enable it. This inactivity time is the timer that will check for the user inactivity. I will set it to 3 seconds to make sure that it will start as soon as possible. And I will need to add shots. So let's add the shot for the home view first, then for the alternate view, and then for the field view. You can add other views, eventually repeat the one that you have, so you can, for example, jump from the home view to the alternate view, then back to the home view, and then the field view, and so on. It's completely customizable, you can do whatever you want. And here on the right side we can specify the parameters for each single shot. So for example, we can decide how long each shot should last, and we can also set an acceleration and deceleration for the camera if you want. So far we can leave the default values in here, but you can experiment with it and see what best fit your needs. So let's click on OK, and we can go around time mode and see what happens when I don't move my mouse. So I just have to remain inactive because otherwise the Camera Patrol will stop. And as you can see, after a few seconds the system starts looping between the views that I have defined. So this was the home view, this is the alternate view, and next will be the field view. So this is just a 3D model where I have put no data, but what you can do, for example, for each of the views, you may probably want to monitor a specific part of your assets, and you can attach some data sources to it or have some animation, and you can imagine this display page on a big screen, for example at the entrance of the stadium, or maybe not of the stadium but of the monitoring control for the stadium, where the operator can immediately look at the screen and see if there is something wrong going on, and so on. So this was about the Camera Patrol option. Again, you can create as many views as you want, you can create a different configuration for each single shot, you can have a repeated shot, or you can just have a simple example as the one that I have created.